Hello all, welcome to another session in this course. This session is a continuation of the previous session where I covered the part 6 of HTML basics. Now, in this session, I am going to cover the part 7. And as part of this part 7 of this HTML basics, the first topic that I am going to cover here is displaying text in bold. Using HTML, how to display the text in bold is a topic. So, let's begin. So guys, whenever you write some text here, okay, inside the body tags, if you write some text, let's say I will write some text. My name is Arun Moturi. I love HTML. HTML stands for Hypertext Markup Language. Using HTML, we can create web pages, collection of related web pages will become a is nothing but a is nothing but a website. Like this, some sample text I have written here in between the body tags of the HTML code. I have written some sample text here. I didn't use any tags surrounding this particular text. So this text will be displayed as a normal text on the browser. When I load this particular HTML code in the browser, okay, on the browser loaded page, the text will be displayed in a normal way. We can see that. Let me open the browser and browse the file in my computer machine where the file is available. Having this particular HTML file is available. So it's in C users Arunium downloads 3.html, right? I'll just give that path and press enter. You see, the text has been displayed in a normal way here, right? Now, what if I would like to display my name in a bold? Then I have to use a tag known as B tag. This is a B tag. B stands for bold gates, okay? Here B means bold. In HTML, we have a tag known as B, which is nothing but bold. So whatever the text that you want to display in bold in this text, you have to surround that text with B, B tag. So here I will be surrounding my name with B tag like this, B/B. Now save this and go here and refresh the page. Now observe that you can clearly see the difference that my name is in bold. Okay. My name got emphasized or, is displayed in bold. It's kind of important. Bold means it's kind of important. That is a place we generally surround the text with a B tag and display in bold on the website pages. Okay. Then here to display the text in bold, we have the B tags. Similarly, we can also display the text in italic. Sometimes to, to highlight the text. Similar the way I have highlighted my name here in the bold, you can also highlight some text by making it italic, by italicizing it. For example, I would like to highlight this hypertext markup language text by italicizing it. Instead of making it bold, I'm going to italicize this particular text. That means the text will be slightly bent to the right side. Okay. For now, it's not bent, but I'll go to the HTML code and here I'll be surrounding this particular text with I tags. Here I means we have to use one tag known as I. I stands for italic, italicize. Okay. Italic. So I'll just write I tag here, specify the I tag, and here ending with /I, like this, okay? I/I, like this I'll put. Save this. Now refresh the page and observe that this particular text, you can clearly see the difference, right? It's slightly bent to the right side. Is another way of highlighting the text, guys. One way of highlighting the text is making it bold, display in bold format. Other way of highlighting the text is italicizing it. Now, we can also do a lot of other stuff, guys, like apart from bold and italicizing the text, we can also underline the text. You see, to specify some text is important, we can also not only make it bold, not only make it italicized, but also we can underline the text. For example, here, I would like to underline something. That is, I would like to underline web pages. This web pages I would like to underline, okay? Using HTML, we can create web pages. These web pages I would like to underline. So for that, we have to use a tag known as, in HTML, we have a tag known as U tag, U for underline, U for underline. Okay. In HTML, we have tag known as U tag, U stands for underline. So I'll be specifying that you tag surrounding this web pages. Okay, you, and then here slash you. Now save this. Just refresh the page and you see that the web page has got underlined. Now one more thing is here, collection of related web pages is nothing but a website, is nothing but a, okay, collection of related web pages is nothing but a uh, mobile application. Okay, here I intentionally entered some text. Okay, this particular text is nothing but a mobile or something. This text is not correct, guys. Okay, collection of related web pages nothing but a mobile website. In that, mobile is not correct. I want to strike off this particular text. I want to strike off this particular text since it is not correct. For that, you have to use a tag name known as del tag. Del means delete tag, which will strike off the text. If you surround the text with the del tags, that del tag will strike off the text. Okay. So here underline is done. Now we are going to strike off the text using the del tags. So let me show you how to strike off the text. Here mobile text I would like to strike off because it's not correct. Del. Now save this. Go here and refresh the page and you see mobile text got striked off. This is how using the B tags or bold tags we can make it bold, make the text bold. Using the I tags, italic size or italic tags, we can make the hypertext, we can italicize the text. Using the U tags in HTML, we can underline the text. Using the del tag, we can strike off the text. Okay. So this is a small demo of this, how to display the text in bold, italic, and underline and strike off the text. Now guys, there's one more thing I'll cover. As part of this part 7 of this HTML basics, I'm going to cover one more thing. That is, till now, we have seen lot of HTML web elements. Okay. Practically, we have seen lot of web elements, guys. That is, what are the different web elements we have seen so far? It can be a paragraph web element or page headings web element, or it can be, other web element was, images web element or hyperlink web element. Like the different type of web elements we have seen so far, right? What exactly is a web element? I would like to explain in a theoretical format. Okay. So different type of web elements we have seen so far, guys. Okay. Next line is a web element. Ruler is a web element. Like the different web elements we have seen. So what exactly is a web element? Web element is nothing but, in HTML code, web element is nothing but anything which contains a starting tag, ending tag, and between that, some element text will be there. Okay. Starting tag, ending tag, element text will be there, and here some attributes. This complete together thing is called as a web element. Let me give an example here. For example, you take a hyperlink. Okay. Anchor tag /a. Here I'll write here fox. Okay. This is the element text. In between the starting and ending tags, this is starting tag, this is the ending tag, and this is the element text. And here some attributes I'm going to give. src is equal to, or href is equal to. Okay. I'm just giving the URL. And target is equal to underscore blank. Now, this entire thing, including the starting tag, including the ending tag, including the element text, including these attributes is called as a web element. What is a web element? Web element is nothing but, ideally web element contains, ideally guys, not always. I'm saying ideally, not always. Ideally web element will contain a starting tag, ending tag, element text, and some attributes. Okay, this together is called as a web element. But not all web elements will have, all of this stuff. For example, I'll give a lot of other examples also here. Just see what is going to happen. I'm going to write the img tag. Img src is equal to c /downloads/ abc.txt file. Okay, like this abc.png file. Okay, like this I am giving, and like this I am closing. Okay, or this much is also enough. You see, this is also a web element, guys. Not only this anchor tag, but this is also a web element. Here, this is self-closing tag. It doesn't have any separate closing or separate starting tag. Wherever it starts, it closes there only. It is a self-closing tag. Still, it is a web element. it's not compulsory that web element should contain starting, ending, element, text, and all the attributes. Okay, all the other things can be optional. Okay, here in this example, in the second example of the image tag, it's also a web element because it has a starting and ending tag, which is a self-closing tag, and some attributes are there. Okay, some attributes are there. So this is also a web element. This is one example of a web element. It's another example of a web element. Let me give another example. So I'm writing something here, p/p. Okay, and here some paragraph tag. This is some sample para text. Okay, like this I'm writing. Now, what about this? Is this a web element? Yes, this is also a web element. In this web element, what is missing? In this web element, what is missing? Ideally, a web element should contain all this stuff, but not always. But this is also another example of a web element which contains starting tag, ending tag, and element text is there, but attributes are not there. Still, it is a web element. Okay? Still, it is a web element. So, is there any other thing? Yeah, I think these are good examples, right? Examples I have given. Okay, this ideally a web element will contain starting tag, ending tag, element text, attributes and all. But some web elements may not contain all those stuff. Okay, some web elements may not contain all of them. This is here itself the starting tag and ending tag will be there. It is self-closing tag or empty elements also you can call. Empty web elements you can say them. Okay, br/hr/img are all examples of empty web elements. Okay. So everything is a web element, guys. All these examples are the web elements. So hope theoretically and practically hope you got an idea what exactly are web elements. We'll be using this terminology here and there, guys. Okay, web element like that. We'll be using the terminology. So you should be okay with that. Okay, what is a web element? You should be okay with that. You should be able to understand in the perspective of HTML. Okay. So in the course and all in the coming sessions also, I may be somewhere using. Okay, let's locate this particular web element like that. I'll use using some terminology. In that case, you have to remember that web element is nothing but a HTML web element. Any UI element on the web page, like a button, radio button, checkbox field, text box field, text area field, drop down field, label, paragraph text, hyperlink, everything is called as a web element, guys. Okay, the web element simply, if you postmortem this web element, it will generally contain starting tag and ending tag, element text, attributes, ideally, but not all web elements will have all these elements. Okay, all the components of the web element. Some web elements will only have the tag. It doesn't have any element text. It doesn't. It may or may not have the attributes and all the stuff. Okay, things are optional. So with that, we are done with this part 7 of this HTML basics also, guys. So I'm going to continue this HTML basics, guys. I'm going to continue this HTML basics. Okay, so where I'm going to take the part 8 in the next session. Okay, this is a part 7 of this session. This session is all about part 7. I'm going to, a lot of other examples are there. Okay, which I'll be taking in other parts, other coming parts, that is part 8 onwards. I'll be taking in these topics I'll be taking from part 8 onwards. Okay, so that's all for this session. See you in the next session. Thank you. Bye bye.